Greetings, I'm Suzanne Tidkemeyer. I used to be no longer quivering for Pathos. I wrote for them for almost 10 years. Now I'm just of myself. I don't know if any of you have been paying attention today, but the guys over at the Preacher Boys just dropped the biggest bombshell I've ever seen. Well, not the biggest one I've ever seen, but they dropped a really big one. I'm sorry, it's not one of my better days. So I've been running around this morning. I'm getting ready to run around this afternoon, get some stuff. If you live here in Costa Rica, it behooves you to, hey, so lost and indifferently, Becky. Yeah, and Bliss Chris. The news that they put it on their Facebook, they put it on their Instagram, they put it on over on Reddit. They posted it right in the Katie Joy sub. You know, I'm so sick of talking about this one. I'm just like, ugh, please stop talking about her. I'm trying to strangle myself for that. But when these things happen, hey, Cheryl, you really have to. Bliss, what happened was the Preacher Boys released a whole lot of screen caps, and they said that they believe that Katie Joy Paulson of Without a Crystal Ball tried to blackmail them. They told a tale of being contacted by somebody with a story about being abused. Then the story changed. They confronted the person. The person said that they're Katie Joy Paulson. Are they Katie Joy Paulson? There's no way of really knowing it. But the Preacher Boys have indicated that they're going to get law enforcement involved. I mean, a crime has been committed. A lot of crazy is going on. So much crazy is going on. Like I said, I had stepped away. And then this morning I saw this, the Preacher Boys Facebook page was like, oh, holy cow. Either it's got to be one or two things. Either A, it is her. B, it's not her. It's somebody trying to set her up to make it look like her, which is always a possibility in this community because a lot of crazy stuff has happened in the last couple of days, as you guys all well know. And I just don't know. Part of me believes it's her, then the other part of me goes, she wouldn't be that stupid. Now, would she? Is to actually try to blackmail somebody? I don't know, but they are indicating that they're going to law enforcement to have this investigated. And if it is her, she may be in a whole lot of trouble. And here we thought it was going to be the Tati Westbrook case that was going to bring her down. Becky, I would say that too, but I've seen her do some stuff to shoot herself in the foot so many times. And I saw how she acted immediately after the case settled. Start acting all arrogant again and doing even worse stuff. And she always claims she didn't do the worst stuff. That's the other thing. You can't really believe her. She's the boy that cried wolf so many times. How many times? And we have video of her accusing Jim Bob Duggar or someone of molesting Josh. Yet she denies she said that. She denies she called Sophie Long a brat, which she clearly did. Hey, girl. She did call her that. She denies so many things that she's done that we actually have video of. So I think with this, yeah, this is criminal behavior. So if it's somebody else doing this and imitating her, then she needs to be involved with solving this too. And this would be something pretty serious if this is somebody pretending to be her and trying to blackmail the Preacher Boys. If it's her doing it, trying to blackmail the Preacher Boys, ay. That's all I can say. At this point, there's really no way of knowing. The Preacher Boys are believing that it is her, and they're framing it as if it was her. So, well, thank you. This is my little stray that lives here now. She has moved in with us, and I'm her person. So she thinks that she lives in the bedroom, and she does. She's real sweet, real cuddly. And I need her on days like today when all this crap is going on. If her lips are moving, she's lying usually. I don't know. This is going to be really, really, really curious. You know, and I said I never wanted to talk to her about her ever again, and I don't. But this is so huge because either possibility is pretty bad. If it's her, it's bad. If it's somebody else imitating her and pretending to be her, it's even worse. Whichever way, I hope they do take it to law enforcement. Law enforcement investigates and manages to determine who it is, because this is not good for our community. We don't need the kind of community where people are trying to blackmail each other over such stupid things. Oh, did it, Angela? I think they're probably getting a big bounce, a lot of eyeballs on the page off of this, particularly after they posted it, the Reddit WACB subreddit. I'm sure they're getting a huge bounce on all their videos. The prison blogger. Oh my goodness, kitten on the keys. I mean, nitwit, what am I saying? I'm not even reading right this morning. As you can see, I'm having one of those days. We have more experience with her. What if it's not over something stupid? I don't know. This could go any and either and all ways, and I'm going to be watching to see which way it does. It's pretty big. Becky, I think it was also a lot of personal conversations they were having too on Messenger. Angela, absolutely. Even if it is her, she will go on Instagram and say it's not her. I look at that. I look for her to do exactly that. I think we're all just going to have to sit back and wait and see what the police turn up at this point. I just, for the life of me, cannot imagine why anybody would do that deliberately to the preacher boys to try and shake them down for blackmail. So I'm hoping that this is not her. I hope that this is somebody that dislikes her. Maybe somebody connected to Clark Swanson. And it's really interesting about all the emails and threats and things that a lot of us got during the whole trial. Some people didn't even mention it until it was over with. The other night I was in Real Entertainment News' chat and just yakking with him about the community and some of the things that happened. Somebody showed up that I'm almost certain is Katie Joy. If it's not Katie Joy, it's a close friend, because some of the things that she said to me are stuff I've only heard out of Katie's mouth. They may just be a pawn. You're absolutely right, Heidi. Who knows? This person said that I was jealous because I hadn't made the same amount of money as Katie, and I just had to say, knitter, please. I have never. I'm trying to get my backpack ready to go. Pro tip: if you can't walk, small backpacks are everything. This is a kid's backpack, but it fits me okay, so I'm going to keep using it. It's wonderful if you can't walk to have some place to store your crap. So I think we're not going to know until they actually do an investigation. And even then, we may not hear. But I think the preacher boys will probably update us all when it happens. I just don't know. She does have a new Twitter. And there are certainly a ton of Twitter accounts that aren't hers that have very similar names too. I did notice that the other day. I took a stroll through Twitter to see what the heck was going on with all these names, and saw that was going on, that she'd all, and I don't even understand why she did a new Twitter. Her logic didn't exactly ring true to me. If you're known by one Twitter, why on earth would you start another one? Okay, so just ready. Preacher boys F boots. I don't think it's her. If it is, she is the dumbest person in the world. Bliss, that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's either it's her and she's gone mental, or it's somebody else spoofing her. And like I was saying about the emails, a lot of people got them. I think she's flipped on Clark Swanson. I don't doubt they're going to start again for her and others. Fortunately, mine seem to have stopped mostly. So there's that. And signing somebody up for porn is really dull revenge. There's so many better and other things you could have done. Cheryl, I was that too. I was watching all my history ones. I was watching my disaster porn. I was watching about Krakatoa and Mount Tambor and about the collision of two 747s in Tenerife and looking at like some NTSB reports and things like that. I was just happy as heck to be digging into that stuff and looking. So, Bliss, I think her new name is Katie Joy, WOACB, is her new Twitter handle. When I saw that morning, the first thing I did was block her. And just block, block, block automatically. I do that anytime there is a somebody that pops up that is somebody that I know there's no way, shape, and form in hell that I want anything to do with them. I just block them. Just say, I'm not even going there. I'm not fighting with you. So I just go ahead and block. Well, I'm gonna have to go. I got to get water. Like I said, high calcium levels here. We can't drink it. We can't feed it to the cats. So we have to go get the bottled kind, the bottled and filtered kind. But I thought I would jump on here and talk about this. Nitwit, yes, that is the post on Facebook. That's the original one I saw where they're claiming it's her. They're coming right out and saying that it's her and that she's evil and they're going to take her down. I'm not 100% convinced it is her. Could be somebody else. Could be any variety of someone else's. So I would suggest sitting back and wait and see. You notice I didn't put her name in the title and I didn't say, oh, it's her. I think there's a slim possibility it might be her, but chances are good this is one of those trolls, particularly now that she has pissed off Swanson. Swanson seems like the kind of guy who routinely does that stuff. Anybody who crosses him. I could be wrong, but the very fact that he used her to disseminate untrue information as if it were fact is pretty heinous. You just don't do that. Yeah, I got to go get my water, Becky. Water and money so I can pay the pool guy. And I may or may not be around much this week. My husband is flying out on Wednesday, so Wednesday morning is a no bueno. I'm going hither and yon. And I have other junk to do. And the biggest thing I have to do is I have to get my stomach under control. And I have to talk about that with Costa Rica because I need to do one on Costa Rican medicine, Costa Rica and prescriptions and non-prescription medicines. I learned some stuff. I know some really good stuff about getting your prescriptions here, but I learned a lot of really, really over the top good stuff today that I didn't know. So I learned a survival trick. They're live right now. Ooh, okay. Well, everybody get off and go see them. I am going to go get off and then I'll come back and I guess that I will catch the replay on them because, like I said, I can't put this off anymore. I got to do it. I'm going to leave the cat alone. You guys have a good day. Yeah, I'll have a great day.